Have you ever felt the weight of always being available, always ready to answer, to help, to respond, to meet expectations that aren't even your own? In a world that praises constant accessibility, there is a quiet truth that often goes unnoticed. Being available to everyone can slowly drain the very energy that makes you feel alive. There is a certain power, a deep and transformative power, in choosing when to be present and when to step back. It is not about shutting the world out or abandoning responsibility. It is about reclaiming your own space, your own energy, and your own peace. Many of us struggle to say no. We have been conditioned to believe that being responsive is virtuous, that ignoring a message or postponing a call is somehow selfish or unkind. But what if saying no is actually an act of courage, an act of self-respect, a necessary choice that allows you to be fully present for yourself before you are present for anyone else? Constant availability can blur boundaries, leaving you reactive instead of intentional, entangled in other people's expectations, while your own needs remain unspoken and unattended. There is clarity and strength in selective silence. Silence is not emptiness. It is a space where thought and intention can breathe. It is where you begin to notice the subtle ways your energy is being pulled in directions you did not consciously choose. In silence, you are not ignoring the world. You are tuning into your own inner compass, discovering what truly deserves your presence, your effort, and your time. Boundaries, though invisible, are powerful. They are not walls, but shields that protect the sanctity of your energy. When you define what you will and will not accept, when you consciously choose your presence, everything around you begins to shift. Relationships become clearer. Dynamics become healthier. Your sense of peace becomes stronger. This is not selfishness. It is an essential practice for living authentically. Carl Jung spoke of individuation, the journey of becoming a complete individual, fully aware of one's own values, priorities, and needs. To individuate is to step out of reactive roles, to let go of external expectations, and to claim your own power. It is a journey that asks you to honour your inner world as much as you honour the needs of those around you. It is a journey that asks you to listen to yourself before listening to the noise of the world. The process is gradual, subtle, and often uncomfortable. It requires patience, reflection, and the courage to walk away from what no longer serves your growth. To reclaim your availability is to reclaim your life. It begins with small steps, pausing before you respond, noticing the difference between obligation and intention, saying no without guilt, and creating moments of silence to reconnect with yourself. These choices, though subtle, ripple outward, transforming your relationships, your focus, and your sense of presence. Being less available is not unkind, it is intentional. It is a declaration that your energy matters, that your boundaries are valid. That your inner world deserves care and respect. There is a profound beauty in realizing that you are not required to respond to every call, message, or request that comes your way. There is a liberation in choosing presence deliberately, in deciding that your attention is a finite resource worthy of your consideration. And in that choice, you begin to notice something extraordinary. You begin to see the way the world shifts when you honour yourself first. How relationships deepen, how interactions become more meaningful, and how your own clarity grows. When you stop being endlessly available, everything changes. You find clarity in your choices. You experience freedom in your silence. you discover that holding space for yourself is not only permissible, it is necessary. And in that space, you realize something profound. The world does not collapse when you are not always at its disposal. Instead, it aligns with the strength of your presence, the intentionality of your actions, and the depth of your self-awareness. This transformation does not happen overnight. It is a process that unfolds slowly, like the rising of the sun. At first, there may be discomfort, doubt, even guilt. Friends or colleagues may resist your new boundaries. You may question whether you are being fair or kind. But over time, the results become undeniable. Your energy is more vibrant, your focus sharper, your interactions more authentic. The people and opportunities that align with your growth naturally gravitate towards you, while distractions and drains begin to fade away. Reclaiming your availability is not a one-time decision. It is a continuous practice. It is a commitment to honor yourself in every choice you make, to measure your presence by intention rather than obligation. It is an act of self-love, a declaration that your time, energy, and emotional well-being matter as much as anyone else's. And the more you practice this, the more you embody a quiet strength that does not demand attention, but naturally commands respect. There is something sacred about protecting your energy. It is a silent assertion that your inner world matters. It is a conscious choice to nurture your own growth before pouring yourself into the expectations of others. It is a recognition that the most powerful relationships, the most meaningful connections, begin when you are fully present with yourself. Take a moment now to reflect on your own availability. Are you giving freely at the expense of your own energy? Are you responding out of habit rather than intention? Are you honoring your inner world as much as the demands of the outer world? Every moment you spend reclaiming your space is a step toward clarity, freedom, and authentic living. Step back, breathe, and allow yourself the grace to choose. Allow yourself the courage to say no when it aligns with your well-being. Allow yourself the silence that nurtures insight and reflection. When you do, you will notice the subtle, powerful shifts in your life. You will notice the freedom that comes from conscious presence. You will notice that everything truly changes when you honor yourself first. The journey to reclaim your availability is also a journey into yourself. It teaches patience, self-respect, and the delicate art of balance. It reminds you that your energy is finite and precious. It reminds you that boundaries are not barriers, but invitations to deeper understanding, both of yourself and of those around you. It reminds you that the most meaningful life is not one spent being available to all, but one spent being fully present, with intention, authenticity, and clarity. So take a breath, step back, reclaim your time, your energy, your life, be present for yourself, and watch how the world changes in response. Everything changes when you stop being endlessly available, and everything begins when you honor the space that belongs to you alone.